So I did only have 4 current favorites and 4 current disappointments, but with the amount of shit that I had to go through to get this lipstick on today, I now have 5 disappointments. This lipstick needed to be talked about. Holy crap. The color, pretty flawless. The application was so terrible. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is zzionaesthetic and today I just wanted to do a quick little favorites video. It has been forever since I've done one of these on my channel, so I figured I'd just throw some items at you, tell you what I think about them. I have 4 favorites and 5 disappointments with me today. Today we are going to talk about these products and I'm going to show you what things I've been loving lately and what things I have been absolutely hating lately. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is something that I use every single day. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 primer and setting spray with coconut water. It's one of those things with way too many titles, but this is amazing. Like, it keeps my makeup looking so good, and it also gives you this really nice sort of natural glow. It's not like shiny or shimmery, which actually, my first disappointment, which will be the next product I will tell you about, how terrible a shiny setting spray can be. But it just gives you a perfect sort of luminous glow. It smells amazing. It's just so good. On to my first disappointment. This is another setting spray. This is by Tatcha. It is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I love Tatcha. Tatcha makes some of my favorite skincare products, and I thought for sure that I was gonna absolutely love this, but I'm so glad that I only got the mini size because it's honestly the worst setting spray I've ever used. This is just junk. Like, it does not hold my makeup on my face for very long. Like, it will work for like an event or whatever, but not if you're planning on having it on for more than 2, 3, 4 hours. Definitely want to use something a little bit more durable for that. But honestly, even that's not the biggest problem. This just, it's supposed to be like a luminous, dewy finisher, but it's too much. Like, your whole face just looks oily no matter what, from the second that you put it on to the second that you wipe your makeup off at the end of the day. Like, your face will look like an oil slick. This gives you a beautiful, beautiful, skin-like, lifelike, dewy finish. This is oil. This is just an oil slick. Now, another disappointment that I just want to get out of the way is the lipstick that I'm wearing today. This is a lipstick I've had for a good hot minute. I got it in like a little Bobbi Brown favorites thing. And this is the lip color, the Bobbi Brown lip color in Brownie. And the color itself is really, really, really pretty, as you can see on my lips. But it's just so hard to work with. Like, I would finish my lips, I'd go do something, 10 seconds later, I'd have like a little smudge, and it would like be down too far down here, so I'd have to take some concealer and fix it, and then it would smudge again, and then I'd try to reapply it, and it was just like, it literally took me like 20 full minutes just to get my lips to look like this, and they're still very disappointing, to be honest. Sadly, I love Bobbi Brown, but this one is definitely a pass for me. So the next favorite that I want to talk about is actually a brush. I have talked about this a little bit in my Instagram stories. If you're interested, you can follow me over there. I'll have that linked down below. But this is the Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm actually, and this has quickly become like my only blush brush. Like, I used to use a couple different brushes. I really like the MAC 135. I actually have a favorites brush video, which I'll link up here with the eye, wherever, whichever side of me that is. And I loved that, and I used that for a while, but I don't even reach for that anymore because this is just so nice. It's got like the perfect amount of just give. The shape is really nice. You can really just cup it right there on your cheeks. It's definitely 100% worth the purchase. I know Luxie brushes are pretty affordable comparatively, and I just literally, I don't think I'll ever find a blush brush that I'm ever going to use again. Like, this literally satisfies my every blush whim. So in my disappointments today, I actually have 2 concealers with me. Both of them are probably going to be pretty surprising because I know a lot of people really enjoy both of these concealers I'm going to be talking about, but This one here is probably my least favorite concealer that I own, and it's funny because it was actually my first concealer that I ever bought. It is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I know so many people love this concealer. I just don't. I literally have, like, when I first was using it, I think I liked it because I didn't know any better. But, like, every time I try to use this recently, and I even bought a new one thinking that maybe mine had just gotten a little old, it just is horrible. It does not give me the coverage I need. It does not, like, sit well under the eye. I always have to, like, go in again and again with powders and, like, my beauty blender and try to get it to look right, and it just always looks gross and textured. What is that called? Wrinkles? Creases. It creases on me really easily, and it's just not really anything I'm interested in. Speaking of under eye area, this is the setting powder that I always set my under eyes with now. It's the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This one is a little bit more pricey. I know it's around $50 to $60. I don't remember the exact price, but I will link it and all the other products I mentioned in today's video down in the description bar below if you're interested in checking them out for yourself. But this is holy shit. I've never experienced a setting powder that even remotely looks like this. It's like, it's not made like a standard setting powder, if that makes sense. Like, most brands have setting powders and they're all generally the same, slightly different finish, slightly different, you know, whatever. Some of them are more finely milled than others, etc., etc. But this is literally like in a totally different game. The finish that it gives on your skin is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's just, it doesn't look like you're wearing powder. Like most setting powders, you put it on, you look a little bit like you're wearing powder, you spray some setting spray or whatever, it melts that powder into your skin and it looks fine. But this, it literally goes on and it's just like perfect skin finish. So this is definitely the setting powder that I would recommend more than any other setting powder in the world. It's just treated me so well. Now, just so that we can begin on a favorite and also end on a favorite, I'm going to quickly run through my last two disappointments. One of them is a brow pencil. This was actually recommended to me by my best friend in the whole world, and she loves it. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Brow Pencil in the shade Brunettes Do It Better. So this I was really excited about because she said that she got this and she didn't even need to buy a Brow Wiz anymore. And so excitedly I picked it up thinking that I could save some money, and I hate this thing. Like, I absolutely hate it. Like, the color is definitely decent, but it's got a little bit too much like green brown in it for me. And really the problem is that like the Anastasia brow products or the Benefit brow products, they have like a little bit of stiffness to them, and so when you put it on, they're not going to move around, and they generally look like brow products. This one is just like so smeary and like nasty. Ugh, I don't even know. It just like is just gross. I really don't like it at all. I don't like the way that it looks. I don't like the way that it works or feels or anything. That's just one that I 100% never ever will use again in my life. The last disappointment that I have on my list is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. Yes, that is what it's called. And I have the shade SX02 here. This is pretty pricey as well. It looks like a tiny little thing of concealer, but it actually gives you so much product. Like, I have actually used this quite a few times, and I'm not even 1/20th of the way through it. Like, this is something that will last you a lifetime. This is so pigmented, so thick, so full coverage. Like, you will never ever see any problems with your skin through this. And so for certain people, that is amazing. Because I think I don't go super cake face. I mean, I still do sometimes go pretty cake face, but like, this is like paint, like literal paint on your face. Like, there's nothing coming through this. And for me, I generally like to have a little bit more of a skin-like finish, and it's just too much for me. But for a lot of people, this is amazing. This is like a ride or die, and I can totally understand why. It's just for me personally and the way that I like to wear my makeup, it just doesn't work out too well for me. And then the last product that I want to talk to you guys about today is another favorite, and this is one that I may be a little biased on. I have not used this too many times, but it is just like so fucking adorable. So this was part of the Moschino and Sephora collab. The teddy bear palette was the big product in that collab. I also wanted the teddy bear palette very badly. I wasn't able to get it, even though that whole release was a piece of actual trash. Like, I, for an entire week, tried to get that palette. They said that they were going to release it then, and then they extended it to here, and then they wouldn't release a time so that nobody could know, so that their site wouldn't crash, and this and that and the other fucking thing. And Moschino literally was mad at Sephora because of how poorly they handled this release. There were actually a lot of articles and stuff saying that this was the most poorly managed release that they had ever seen from any company. So I am a little bit salty about that. I really wanted the bear palette and I wasn't able to get it, but I was able to pick up this palette, and this is the mini little bag palette. I was actually pretty disappointed when I ordered it because I thought that it was just a white plastic, but if you guys can see, it's actually sort of like a fake leather, and I just think that it's really, really cute. It ended up being so much cuter than I originally thought it was going to be. You open it up here, and it has your palette down here, and then a little mirror up top. And the colors in here are really nice. They're just sort of a beautiful, like, autumny. There's got some, like, cranberry, some, like, burnt orange or, like, sienna color, some shimmers. It's just really, really beautiful. This is mostly just, like, one of my favorites because, like, look how cute. Like, look how cute. And I don't know, some of you guys may know this if you've been longtime viewers. Moschino is one of my favorite brands. They definitely are very hit or miss. Some of their products are really, really not that pretty in my opinion, and some of them are like the absolute coolest things I've ever seen ever. So it's one of those things, but I just ended up really, really liking this a lot more than I thought I would, and it's just become one of my favorite little makeup souvenirs. I just keep it next to my mirror, and I just think it looks really cute. So yeah. Definitely a fun thing that I'm glad I picked up. And that is all that I have for you today. I just wanted to quickly talk about some products that I've been really interested in lately and that I've been really enjoying the performance of. I guess that's a fine way to word that sentence, right? And then also some products that I really have not been enjoying the performance of and that have been really disappointing me. And some of them I was excited to tell you guys about because I know some of them, like the Tatcha Skin Mist or the Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer or even the Urban Decay Concealer, are like fan favorites. They're like crowd favorites, and they're just something that didn't work for me. And I wanted to show you guys that just because somebody likes certain products does not mean that you will, that I will, or that anyone will. So that's about all that I have to say today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like or comment. Comment some products that you want me to try out that you really like or dislike, because I want to see, you know, if I like them or if I dislike them. If you're interested. I mean, I know some of you don't like to comment, some of you do. Do your thing. I'm sure you can handle it. Other than that, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. I do post a new video every single week, so if you're interested in catching me talking about makeup again, you know, do that. Subscribe thing. I'm so terrible at outros. Let's see, what else do I need to say? Oh, I already said all the products will be linked down in the description below. All of my other social medias will also be linked down below. There's going to be some videos right here. If you're interested in seeing any of those, feel free to click on them. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to catch you on the next video. Bye!